Hello. So we'll start with the project presentation. So I have started a development server using the npm package nodemon, and currently the blockchain connection is successful and it is connected to a cloud MongoDB cluster. So we'll start with the demo. So project is open on port 1200. So there will be our landing page, and on the landing page we have the logo, and after clicking on the logo we go to the login and sign up. So I have already created 4 accounts for the same, one for retailer, distributor, then customer, and finally a DG chamber. So we'll start with the retailer. So retailer can create a product schema and deploy a request for the raw materials for the same. So let me just create a simple product, lemon juice, which will need a raw material requirement such as the name and the capacity. Let's say 10, then another honey, same, and we can upload the product schema onto the database. And after that, it will be added to the all product schemas. Then we can deploy a request from here, and it will go to the pending raw material requests. So, so after that, the status is a request raised for the raw materials, and a manufacturer can see these raw material requests and send a proposal to the final retailer about the price and the quality. So we go to login page again and log into the manufacturer's account. So here manufacturer's profile is displayed and he can update about the raw materials he currently has on the network. So after updating raw material information on the network, it does not get directly approved. So it has to go through a system called a DG chambers. So DG chambers will approve it and give it a certain certificate ID, which will act as a certificate of origin. So we'll create both the raw materials which we need for the final lemon juice. So lemon, then honey, 10. So both are not approved yet, both are pending. So they are under review. So we can go to the DigiChambers. DigiChambers person can log in and approve those requests, and it will be added to the final inventory of the manufacturer. So DigiChambers can log in, and he has the option of either accepting a request or rejecting it. So we'll accept both the requests. Uh, so after that, it will be added to the approved request section. So Chamber of Digital Commerce has this only thing to do. It has to issue uh, us a certificate of origin which will act as a proof of origin for the raw materials and the product. So it generates a hash value using a secret key and adds on to the database. So the raw material will have a specific secure hash value like this. The lemon has this certificate ID, and the honey has this another unique separate certificate ID. So after that, we can go to the manufacturer's page and we can accept the raw material request and send a proposal to the retailer. So there are two raw material requests on the network right now, one for the lemon and another for the honey with capacity. So here manufacturer has to give a certain price for proposal to the final retailers, and after that a retailer can accept it or reject it. So we are giving a certain amount. After that, we send the proposal to the final retailer, and we can send a multiple proposal for the same. So after, I'm sending another one for honey. So after that, the work for manufacturer is done, and then we can go to the login page again, and the retailer can log in and check for the all proposals from different manufacturers. And currently there are only two proposals from the same manufacturer, so he can accept it or directly reject or ignore it. So after that, the status of the request is changed from a request raised to a transport request raised. That means a proposal has been accepted and it has a distributor has been called for the transfer of the goods from the manufacturer's end to the final retailer's end. So I will accept both of the requests. Okay. So both of the requests has been accepted and a transport request has been raised to the distributor network. So whoever available distributor is there, he can accept those requests and get the Ethereum attached to the smart contract to it. So distributor can log into the system, and it has only those option request on the transport network. So he has to carry the goods from one end to the final retailer's end. So only the material and the transport address is been there, so he can accept both the requests. So after that, at the final stage, retailer can confirm the delivery to his end. Uh, Retailer can confirm delivery at his final end by saying confirm a delivery. It has both transport address and a product address. So after confirmation of delivery, uh, both will be added into the inventory of the retailer. So honey has been added. So after this, the final component lemon will be added also. So he can now create a product out of both of them or directly can sell it also. So how we are tracking the transparency in the supply chain. So there comes another surprise. So we have we have we are tracking all the steps in the supply chain by a tracking asset where we have to submit the certificate of origin which has been issued to uh, the raw material itself. So I will just refresh it. So initially, the ownership of the raw material has been with a manufacturer, and after all the process, the ownership has been transferred to the final retailer, but the certificate of uh, origin remains the same. So I will check with this one. So I have to only submit this code, and after the submission, all the tracking process will be there with us. So the issuing of certificate of origin from DigiChambers to the 0fx finance, which is our manufacturer, then the approval for the send sending a proposal to the retailer, then approval for the same, then final transfer of assets via distributor channel, and finally a confirmation of delivery to the final retailer, which is our 0x21. Uh, it is there on the cloud network. So this is how we are tracking this assets throughout the supply chain. Thank you.